Yes, welcome to another video. We're here to talk about, I never thought I'd say this on this bloody channel, Cristiano Ronaldo. Before we get into it, guys, let's set a like target. Let's go for 1,500 likes for what is a very good footballer. Not the best in the world, but a very good one nonetheless. Not the GOAT. Near GOAT, isn't it? Like a sheep, bro. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the notification bell if you want to become part of the Extra Club. Become part of the Extra Club gang. The link is in the description. And a massive shout out to the guys at Manscaped. Manscaped have just released this recently. Their brand new 4.0 lawnmower. If you've got a hairy ball sack and you need it trimmed, don't be using scissors because it's dangerous. Use this. It's waterproof, wireless. The charge is mega. It's got a torch on it as well. Everything you need for precision ball shaving, mate. Precision. As well, if you get this, bro, you get the ball deodorant as part of the performance pack. If you go to manscaped.com and type code EXTRA, XTRA at checkout, you will get 20% off and free shipping. Become part of the Smooth Gang today and use that ball deodorant to keep your balls nice and fresh.
I reckon Ronaldo's a part of Smooth Gang, you know?
It possibly could. He's a very stylish guy. And let's talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. It's very well known that he's wanting out of Juventus. I know there's been a few statements from the Juventus board and saying, oh, he's happy and stuff. And I know he released his statement. His statement was kind of a non-statement.
He didn't say he was staying. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Everyone's like, oh, that statement when he said he was staying. No, he didn't say he was staying. Read it again. He didn't say that. So it's quite obvious that the guy's looking for an exit. The problem is, with his demands of his wages and stuff like that, there's very few clubs in world football that can really afford him. And I think it was Fabrizio Romano who tweeted that only English clubs in the Champions League are realistically clubs that are going to be able to get him. Real Madrid don't want him. Barcelona would never have him. And PSG, that would just be insane if they got him. So it is looking at Champions League clubs in England. Bray, what's your thoughts? Is Cristiano Ronaldo a genuine option for this football club?
I think if things go to shit, to put it plainly, with Harry Kane,
yeah,
it's hard to rule him out as an option. As do you know what I mean? As much as loyalties lie with everyone, it's a very cheap transfer fee to get him. It's rumored to be around 25 mil, something like that, yeah, which is incredible. It could be a stopgap. It could be an easy 1 year deal kind of thing. If you wanted to go for something like that, do you know what I mean? Spend a year in England, then move somewhere else after this. I think it is an option. Obviously, the issue with Cristiano Ronaldo is there's not many clubs in for him, like at all. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea have spent cash. I mean, they've got Lukaku. I don't see them being in the race for him at all. Like you said, Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti tweeted, didn't he? He put like a little statement on his personal Twitter saying like, as much as he respects Cristiano Ronaldo, he's not in his plans. So he can't go back like there, to his home.
Yeah.
I don't know if United would take him. I don't know if that'd be a thing.
I think it's probably the same as Ancelotti, and United are probably thinking about the future. But we was talking about this, me and Jordan. I think it was yesterday, not on camera or anything. We were just genuinely just having a conversation about it and thinking, well, how could this happen? But our conclusion was we don't think it will happen, and the reason we don't think it will happen is because if you don't get Kane this year, right? Kane. Will he really leave next year? I don't know. But essentially, you get Ronaldo. You're going to have Ronaldo for, I think, you'd sign him for 2 years. You have him on a 2-year contract. In 2 years' time, you're not going to get Kane because he'll be, 31? And you're not going to be spending big cash on Harry Kane at 31. Haaland will already be at Real Madrid. Who else really could you get to replace Ronaldo? You know what I mean? And you're in that situation then in 2 years' time where you let Ronaldo go. And who's the next person that we can see coming through? Mbappe's going to be at Real Madrid. Haaland will be at Real Madrid. Kane will be 31. Lewandowski will be 35, 36. You're then in a situation where you're like, how do you place Ronaldo? Who's the next up-and-coming player? Whereas if you get Kane's, he's not old, but what is he, 29?
28.
28. You're still going to have him for 5 or 6 years. You then got 5 or 6 years to look for the next big up-and-coming striker. It might be Delap, we might already have him. Whereas in 2 years' time, I don't think we're going to know if Delap is ready for the Premier League because he'll only be 20 years old. So that's the reason that I don't think, and I think you agree, that we'll get Ronaldo. Not because we don't want him, not because it's too expensive or his wages are too naff. It's because it's a very short-term solution, and I don't believe our football club is based on short-term solutions. United tried that, after David Moyes and that, when they got Van Gaal and they were buying all the old guys, you know, buying Bastian Schweinsteiger, Zlatan, all them type of figures, and Falcao and Dean, you know, it didn't work. Our club is based on long-term planning. You know, this holistic view of the club moving forward, not sort of a quick, rapid fire like PSG are very for the here and now. You know what I mean? Getting Messi in, getting Ramos in, getting these type of players to do it right now. I think and obviously Kane is going to deliver right now, but he's going to deliver for the next 5, 6, 7 years. Whereas Ronaldo, you're probably looking at 2 years, and then you're going to have to replace him with someone else. I don't think that is how our club is structured.
Yeah, I agree, and I think. If we sign Ronaldo, the minute we sign him, we're already looking for another striker. The minute you sign him and he comes to the football club, as soon as the season starts, you're looking for another striker again. We're pretty much, you sign a player and you're putting yourself back in the same shoes that you were in now. Because you know your time is running out again to get another striker. Then you can't just go in 2 years' time, let's go get another guy for another year or two.
Yeah.
You can't get stuck in that same loop of keep going like that, keep going like that, keep going like that. Like say, the club wants longevity in their deals and stuff. And I think one thing that you touched on then, which pushes me away from the Ronaldo deal, is very much if Kane comes, I think the Delap progression. If Kane comes for 5 years, Kane stays on a 5-year deal, Delap can learn so much from Kane, and then it could be a natural progression of when Kane, do you know what I mean, when Kane is coming to the end of his contract, we could be seeing Delap starting over Harry Kane. It could be, do you know what I mean, a natural thing like that, which would be incredible, and we'd all love to see that. We'd pretty much have our own, like, Haaland, do you know, at the club, do you know what I mean, someone that we've brought through the academy and stuff, which everyone wants to see. As much as people want to see it now, I do think it's a bit unrealistic for him to be starting in, week out right now, hence why we are going for these kind of players. I do see why people are saying yes, because you tweeted yesterday, didn't you? And a lot of people, so many people saying sign Ronaldo. I get it. I do get it. I just don't think the club want it. I don't think the club are ready to take a sidestep in the transfer thing. We want someone for the next 5 years. Yeah,
I agree. Look, at the end of the day, we sign Kane, and then we're instantly on the hunt for a centre mid to replace Fernandinho and a left back for next summer. If we sign Ronaldo, we're instantly starting to look for strikers that can replace Ronaldo. Maybe next year, because maybe it doesn't work. You know what I mean? It could literally
be a year deal.
Yeah, it could be a year deal or 2 years. So we've instantly got to start looking for a striker, and it'll be a big money transfer as well. So then you got to start thinking about who else can you afford. You know what I mean? And then you've also got to be looking at centre mid and left back. Which you get Kane in, that's your striker done then for 6, 7 years. You don't have to worry about it again. You can look at a centre mid and you're looking at a left back. I just think the way City operate tells me they're not going to get Ronaldo. Now, if Kane is impossible to do, and Daniel Levy's like, I'm not selling this guy, you can come in with a £200 million, I'm not selling him, then of course you look at Ronaldo.
Yeah, of course.
But you only look at Ronaldo if Kane is an impossible deal to complete. You don't look at Ronaldo as let's sack Kane off and get Ronaldo. That's not how Manchester City is ran. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think that we should go for Ronaldo? Do you think we should drop Harry Kane? And do you have any issues with us then looking for a striker in another year or two? Who would be on that list? Have you got any ideas to someone to replace Ronaldo, given it would only be a short-term deal? And smash a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Go check out manscaped.com if you want to become part of the smooth gangs and have the smoothest balls in town. Go to manscaped.com and use code extra. XTRA is the code for your 20% off and free shipping. If you want to become an Extra Club member, links in the description, and we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.